Hey everyone, how you doing? You got Paul Turner here from therealpaulturner.com and Autopilot Recruiting School, and it's midnight here where I am in the UK. So why am I still up? Well, I'm not going to sleep tonight anyway because I've got some exciting stuff going on. Recently, I've been trying a new strategy, okay? And me and Eric, we're working together on a project at the minute, and me and Eric, we only like to share things that work. Well, chances are that most of you watching this, you actually came from me using this strategy. Now, I'm not saying I've mastered it completely yet. I'm still testing and tweaking, but I am getting leads as low as kind of like 20 cents. I'm getting video views for as low as 1 cent. And me and Eric managed to twist this guy's arm. I'd like to introduce Mark Harbert. Mark, how you doing?
What's up, man? Good to be here with you guys. Yes.
Well, I'm pleased. I'm pleased it's a reasonable time of the day for you American folk.
Yeah.
So listen, guys, I'm gonna hand over to Mark. Now, Mark, like I say, put together this great training course on how to do the video ads. That's what I've been following, and it's Facebook video ads that has allowed me to get these amazing results. So Mark's come on. He's going to share with us kind of a little bit maybe about his story about how he stumbled on it, because I know you had a bit of a disaster, didn't you, Mark, with losing all your leads, but he's turned that around. He's produced tens of thousands of leads now. So I'm going to hand over to you. I'm going to mute out, brother. Let you tell us what you do.
Awesome. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks, Eric. Thanks, Paul, for inviting me out. And what's really interesting is I've been a video marketer for many years, and one of the I really started to build my business on YouTube, and I still use YouTube today. But what happened was about a year and a half ago, I went out and I got my YouTube channel shut down, my main YouTube channel. And even though I have other channels out there, it still was kind of a wake-up call to me that, you know what, I really need to keep focusing on other areas as well and not having all my traffic and leads and all my business wrapped up into one strategy. So I started really branching out, and knowing that I'm a video marketer, I was like, I love to do video. The quality of video leads are second to none. They're like the best leads you can get, and they're more highly qualified than any other traffic strategy. If you can get a video in front of somebody first, they see your face, potentially hear your voice, and then they choose to opt in, that's really qualified, because it's kind of broken down the barriers of prejudice, if you want to put it that way. You know, they've made a decision, but it's based on you personally. They're like, hey, you know what, I like this guy, I like this girl, I'm going to opt in. Now they've got kind of an emotional connection with you on some level because they know who you are. So for me, that was very important to keep that going, because I had done that with YouTube, and I wanted to, implement that into Facebook, because Facebook, the reach of Facebook is crazy. Over 1 billion users. I mean, so I really started playing around with videos, and then video ads kind of came out, so I started working with video ads. And what I found is that I got the same quality or better, and it did it 10 times faster than I could do it on YouTube. YouTube is great from an organic SEO point of view, but I wanted a strong video paid strategy, and that's what I found with video ads. And I've been using video ads now for a long time. So, and I've got some stats to show these guys tonight. Some of my stats that were pretty phenomenal. So I'm pretty stoked on it. So you guys ready to rock this? Yeah? All right. Well, let's dig in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. Just so you guys know, tonight I'm going to share with you some slides, go through. I'm actually going to show you how to put up a video ad. And then I've got something real special for you today, just for friends of Paul and Eric. And I'm sure it's going to be great. So I'm really stoked about it. So let me share my screen here. And all right. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. All right. All right. Well, first off, again, welcome everybody. Thanks again, guys, for inviting me out, and I'm excited. This is something I'm very passionate about. Lead generation has always been something I'm passionate about. It's one of those things that it's challenging, but it's fun. And for me, to learn new strategies and to really go out there and generate leads, it's kind of the thrill for me, and that's what's been my strong point, is generating leads. And once you learn some of these strategies, it's literally like snapping your fingers, and you can go out there and do it really with anything you choose. But it's just a matter of getting the skills. So tonight I'm gonna talk with you about how to attract more prospects to your opportunity, pulling 53 plus new leads per day, and create autopilot signups, all with simple to create video ads. And literally what I'm going to show you here tonight is you can do this in literally under a half an hour a day. I mean, and sometimes even less than that. I've put up video ads in less than 10 minutes. And I'll show you how to do it. That includes creating the video, putting it on Facebook, and then running an ad to it. So it's pretty powerful. So let's go ahead and dig in here. So I want to ask you just a couple quick questions, give you a little bit of thought here. But what would an additional 53 prospects per day mean to you and your family? So really, ultimately, we're talking prospects. Maybe you're in a business opportunity. Maybe you're selling T-shirts. Maybe you're selling affiliate products. Think about this for a second. But one of the key things that really you should be doing is building an email list. That is one of the biggest business assets that you'll ever create. But if you could add 53 prospects per day, just think about what that could do for you and your family. Maybe get out of that job. Maybe bring your spouse home from work. A lot of things you could do for it. How about targeted leads that actually wanted to talk to you? Imagine that, not having to chase people down. Well, definitely, I'm going to show you. You're going to discover how to make this a reality with my simple video ad system from my Video Ad Playbook course, okay? And what I'm going to show you is very simple to do tonight, but I want to just make this promise to you. I, Mark Harbert, promise to be 100% honest with you, no hype or fluff. I hate hype. I can't stand it. I just want to give you the real stuff, and that's definitely a promise for you. You'll know the exact blueprint to be successful in your business and manifest your dreams, quit your day job, pay off those debts, more time with yourself or your family, and ultimately that's what it comes down to, right? I mean, why do any of us get involved in home business? I know for me that's what it was all about. It was about paying off debts, quitting the job, getting home with the family. That's what I wanted. I could care less about the big fancy houses and the cars. Give me my time and give me my freedom. I'll take that any day of the week. So I promise by the end of this webinar you'll have all the knowledge and solutions that you need to take your business to the next level. I promise to show you how this formula will allow you to generate all the leads you'll ever need to become a top producer in any direct sales, multi-level, or top-tier program, and that includes affiliate marketing if you're into affiliate marketing. I promise you that you'll be ahead of 95% of all marketers on the entire globe at the end of this webinar, and the reason is so many people do not use this strategy, okay, what I'm going to show you here. And finally, I promise you more fun out of life and the ability to provide for yourself and your family with everything you want and the peace of mind that comes with it. Now, I know that's a very bold promise, but I will keep it throughout this webinar. You'll see, and hopefully my goal is to just lay out a path for you and help you to see really how simple this is to do. But there's so many avenues that you can really go with this. But you're going to be able to take what I show you tonight and definitely put it to use right away. All right? So here's what I would ask you right now as we're kind of getting into the webinar here. Just eliminate any distractions, guys. Seriously, put the kid to bed, whatever you need to do. Shut off the phone. Get in a quiet room. Shut off Skype and email and Facebook. Don't be farting around on Facebook. Just pay attention. I promise you. What I'm going to show you here is literally, I'm going to show you some tangible results that have worked for me. Some things that is really powerful, and I just want you to see the vision of this. So definitely lock in with me. Get out a notepad and take down some notes. Okay. So just in case you don't know who I am, I'm an online marketer. I love direct sales. I've been in direct sales for many years, but I literally failed in 5 MLM companies before I came online, and ever since then, I've been making multiple 6 figures per year in commissions over the last probably about 4 years. And I don't tell you that to brag. I'm just telling you that to give you an idea of where I came from. I literally came from a lot of struggle, and I'll get into that here in just a second. But I've generated over 50,000 leads online, and that number goes up every day. So It's funny. I just was doing a webinar, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, and I was saying I generated over 47,000 leads. Well, now it's over 50, and it just keeps going up and up and up. So it's pretty awesome. I've recruited over 1,200 people personally into various programs and stuff online, and I've created about 15 traffic and lead generation courses. And I have coaching. I have coaching clients, all kinds of stuff. And this is my story, okay? I went from $7 in my bank account to over $10,000 per month in 90 days using the power of video marketing. And this is a few years back. I was literally broke. I had $7 literally in my bank account. I needed food in the kitchen. I didn't have it. And I was so sick and tired of being broke that from that point forward, I made the decision I would never be broke again. And 90 days later, I hit $10,000 per month, and there hasn't been a month that's gone by I haven't made at least 5 figures. And again, I don't tell you that to brag. I tell you that because I want you to know what's possible when you just make a decision and go for it. I mean, really, that's all this is. People think success is some magic trick, and it's not a magic trick. It is a decision. It's a decision to do something and go out and do it. For me, that's what it was. It was a decision. I'd been just farting around for too long. I wasn't taking my business serious, and one day I said, enough's enough. I'm tired of this, and you know what? I'm going to kick some butt. And 90 days later, $10,000. And it's been amazing. This is cool. I was actually featured in Network Marketing Success magazine, and pretty cool. I remember this is the inaugural issue that that they had started. I got contacted by the publisher. He said, hey, we want to feature you as our success story, see what you're doing online, and we want to feature you. Is that cool? And I was like, yeah. So this was pretty cool, man. Really a highlight for me, and yeah, so pretty awesome. I've won 4 marketing awards. I've spoken on stage in front of thousands. I've done countless webinars in front of thousands and thousands of people. I've trained. I have tons of students. I've got just students. I do live courses all the time, and I just work with a lot of people. And just to give you a little background about me. So here's this. I know it's one thing to say, hey, I went from $7 in my bank account to $10,000 per month in 90 days. And I know it's one thing to say that, but to actually show you proof is another. And a lot of people, blowing smoke is one thing, but actually showing the results of it is another. If you look at this is a program, an affiliate program that I promote. And if you look here, this is the chart for that program on the amount of signups into the system, this program that I promote. And if you look all the way from the left to the right, you can see this is back in 2012. And you can see literally nothing happening. There's like no, 1 here, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And if you look, right about that time, is right about March of 2012, that's when I had $7 in my bank account. I said, enough is enough. I am so sick of this. And I made a decision, and look what happened 90 days later. I went 6 signups in March. I think it was 33. About 33 or so or 30, something like that, 30, 33 in April, and then in May you can see 50 signups, and that's where I had my first $10,000 month. So this is my proof, and you can see that it was consistent after that, and so there's your proof. So here's what we're going to cover here tonight. I'm going to talk about this: how to zone in on your target market, and basically your target market is just who is it that you're going to run your ads to? Who is it you want to put your offer in front of? Because ultimately, if you don't know that, you can't really get the results that you're looking for. If you ever hear about demographics, big advertising agencies, they zero in on who it is they want to target. Is it men? Is it women? Is it both? What's their age group? These kind of things. And I'm going to give you a few little tips today on how to target in on that. How to create your video to maximize engagement on Facebook, how to post your first video ad online fast. I'm going to show you the super easy, quick way to do it. I was just sharing with the guys here before we hopped on. I am one of those entrepreneurs that I love to work my tail off to be really lazy. And it's kind of weird to say that, but I love the easy way. I don't like difficulty. I want to know how can I do it quick, fast, and easy. and get results at the same time. And you'll find that that's my teaching style. That's how I teach. I always teach things as simply as I can because I like to keep it as simple as I can for me personally. So I'm only going to teach you what I've done, not out of theory, but out of actual results. And some cool tools that Facebook has for super targeting. We'll hit on that. How to take your business to the next level with video ads if you're serious about success. So let's dig into this, guys. First off, why video marketing? You know, some people think, well, you know, I'm kind of shy about the camera, but, you know, I need to know why video marketing. Well, there's a couple reasons, several actually, but one of them is it really builds instant rapport with you and your prospect. I don't care what you're selling. It could be an affiliate product, could be a business opportunity, could whatever it is. If you are doing a video and your voice and or people see your face, they're going to have an instant connection with you that they wouldn't normally have if it was just a text or a blog post or an article. You see, we are human beings and we like to know who we do business with. Okay, everybody does, especially when you're doing business on the internet. There is a scam factor. Okay, I call it the scam factor that you have to overcome in business. And especially on the internet, people need to know. People want to know people. They want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. If they don't know you and they don't like you potentially and they don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you. So video marketing allows you to build that instant rapport. Okay, I call it the bridge. It's kind of a bridge between actual reality and virtual reality, and that's ultimately what we're getting at. So your prospects or leads that come from video, as I mentioned earlier, are 10 times more qualified than those who do not see a video first. And I could go on and on about video statistics. I've studied them up, down, and all around. When somebody sees a video with your face in it or your voice, or they just hear your voice or a screenshot or something, they're way more qualified, because what it does is the more somebody sees a video that potentially hears your voice and sees your face, it lowers the resistance of bias or prejudice, I like to say. And that is, in other words, they've seen your face, they've heard your voice, and now they make the decision to opt into a list. They're already sold on you. So that's what makes these leads more qualified. They're not necessarily sold on you enough to buy something yet, but they're at least sold on you enough to opt in and get whatever your free offer is or whatever it may be. So definitely more qualified. And really, I personally believe that video content is the easiest content to create for a busy lifestyle. It's the absolute easiest to build or to create. And a lot of people think, okay, and here's a misconception. And honestly, it's taught by some people out there in the marketplace. I've seen it, big marketers, but quite frankly, I think a lot of marketers make it way too difficult. Okay, especially in home business. Like if you're in home business like I am, and you're wanting people to join your team, or you're wanting people to buy affiliate products, maybe you're selling marketing products. The reality of it is, if people see you making like these super incredibly fancy videos, immediately people say, I can't do that. So I'm all about simplicity. I do very little video editing. I mean, I do a little sometimes, but I do it purposely because, number one, I want it easy and I want it to be duplicatable for my students. So it's just so easy to create. You have a cell phone nowadays. That's like one of the best cameras on the planet. I have an iPhone 6 Plus, and my camera on this literally rivals some of the best high-def cameras out there. So you've got what you need, especially if you're a busy lifestyle person. You can create videos on the go, and that's what I'm saying. You can create a 2-3 minute video and have that ad up and online in literally a matter of minutes. And that's how powerful it is. So for the busy lifestyle person, this is definitely what you want. And videos, they really become an online asset for years, okay, paying you residual income. I mean, I get leads from videos that I created over 3 years ago. Seriously. I mean, I have leads coming in every day. I don't even, half the time, they just come in. And it's just because I focused on creating really cool content and putting it out there on my Facebook page. I still get likes on posts that I, did 6-7 months ago. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Bigger commission checks. Again, remember the bigger commission checks. What I talked about was know, like, and trust factor. I'm telling you, you will make more money when people know you, like you, and trust you. And it makes such a difference in your overall business. But definitely financial freedom and more sales, more reps, and more fun. So the fastest way to get leads with video. What is the fastest way? Well, definitely we're here talking about Facebook video ads without question. I mean, it's, with video, when you talk about, like, when you get to what I was talking about, the quality of video leads is second to none. And for me, I really, as I said in the beginning, built my business on YouTube. I built a 6-figure business on YouTube alone. And when my channel got shut down, I was like, I don't want to sacrifice the quality of the leads, so I've got to integrate this with Facebook, and that's what I did. And it's much faster, especially with YouTube. I do a lot of SEO type stuff with YouTube, but with this, I mean, you can put an ad up and literally I've had students do their first video ad, and within 20 minutes they're getting leads. I had one guy, and I'll show you here in just a second. He's got a testimonial where he was getting leads. I was training on a webinar, and by the end of the webinar, he had put a video up and already had a lead coming in. I mean, it was amazing. It's a really fast strategy. But what I love about Facebook is that it's scalable. Free methods are not scalable. They're not. So, for instance, I love YouTube. I'm just a YouTube guy. I love YouTube. I've always loved YouTube. But I love getting organic traffic from YouTube. The only problem is it's not scalable. It's not scalable fast. I mean, sure, you can do more and more videos and get more content out there, but if I want to scale up my business from one day to the next, you can't do that with free methods. Okay? With paid strategies like this, you certainly can. Like if I'm getting a killer, opt-in rate, if I'm getting a killer conversions on a video, you know what I want to do the next day? I want to crank that ad up, so I can get it in front of more people. And that's the whole goal with video ads. All right. Again, the power of video is undeniable. It's quick, it's powerful. You can target anybody you want. Imagine this. Okay, just imagine for a second. You create a video, whatever it is that you're promoting. You create this video. You literally, at the tip of your fingers, can choose what audience of people who are interested in certain topics you can put it in front of. And you can do that with Facebook. So if I created something like on a health and wellness type product, and I wanted to choose to put it in front of people who were interested in exercise or some type of program or whatever, all I have to do is find the interest for that on Facebook, set up the ad, and literally that ad can be up and in front of them in 15 minutes, or less. That's how powerful it is, so fast. And again, you can get leads within 20 minutes. I've had many of my students do it, and it's cool. It's just super cool. So you can get creative with your audience, and you can do this to inspire engagement. There's this cool little trick that I've done, and honestly, you can get leads with this strategy, and you don't even need a capture page, man. I'm going to tell you here in just a second, but literally, I have people that are doing this strategy that don't even have a website to send people to. And it's just one little thing that you can do, and I'll share it with you in just a second. All right, so it's literally Facebook is the perfect place for interaction and networking. Okay, I'm on Facebook every day. I know Eric's on Facebook every day. I know Paul's on Facebook. We all live there. It's like it's the perfect place for networking. I've made some incredibly good friends on Facebook. Incredibly good friends. And what's kind of funny is I've actually known Eric for many years, and I just met Eric, I think it was maybe a year and a half ago for the first time at a live event. It's like I knew Eric a long time before that, and it's pretty amazing. So, all right, so here you go. This is some of my results, guys. I'll just show you a little bit here. I got some more, but here's some of my results. So this is a video ad that I put up, and you can see literally the video is just me sitting in front of my desk. There's nothing fancy about it. I literally recorded the video. I did no I did no editing on the video whatsoever. Okay. I think I ran this. I want to say that I ran this ad. It was only like maybe a day or two, something like that. But so I put this ad up, and I do my targeting, and you can see this video down below had 67 likes, 33 comments, and 33 shares. Okay, so people were sharing this, and I had 3,348 views, literally in a matter of a very short period. So, and if you look over here on the right, I had the ad itself. So what this ad, what the thing shows, 653 views, that's actually paid views. The rest were organic from being shared. Okay, so 63 leads and 62 website clicks. So wrap your brain around that one. So 63 leads. These are the conversions that showed up, though. All right, here's some more. 212 website clicks. I was promoting a webinar that I did. I was doing a webinar, and I was selling a product on the webinar. So I had 116 registrations on this one, this ad. On this one, this is all for one webinar. This is like four or five separate ads that I put out there promoting this webinar. All right, 88 registrations on this one. I had 97 registrations on this ad and 22 registrations on this one. All right, so check this out. I spent $495.79 on all these ads. Okay, I had 359 registrations. I paid $1.38 per registrant. Now, you know, some of the areas that I was targeting were a little bit more higher, higher competition. So, but I got $1.38 per person that registered for my webinar. On that webinar, I sold a product. The total revenue on that webinar was $7,716. When you minus my ad spend, I had a total profit on that webinar in one evening, $7,220.21. This is the power of this strategy. See, what happens is you use the video, you promote the video, people are seeing my face, so they're sold on me before they even get on the webinar. They see my face, they know who I am, and they get on the webinar, and guess what? They're already familiar with who I am. It's like I pre-introduced myself to them. So they get on, and this is the result, $7,220.21 in profit. Pretty powerful if you ask me. And not only that, I generated 359 leads that went on my list, and I can now follow up with them and sell them more stuff as well. That's the power of this thing. So pretty amazing statistics for myself there. I was stoked when this was one of the first times I really used video to on Facebook to really push a product, and what can I say? It was awesome. All right, so let's talk about finding your target market here. So this is very, very important. You have to know who it is that you're targeting. Many people just kind of randomly put video ads up, but if they don't get super targeted on who it is that they want to speak to, who is it that your product is more suited for, then you end up getting, again, some murky results. So you have to really know exactly who it is that's more apt to buy your product. If you are selling, again, like a health and wellness product, who would be more apt to buy that product from you? Obviously, it would be somebody that's probably struggling with weight. I guarantee you go around, you can search on Facebook some interests, and you could probably find plenty of interests in regards to dieting, in regards to weight loss, in regards to maybe certain TV shows. Think about it. If you could sit there and use a video targeting people who are into, what were some of the Biggest Loser show? Remember that? What if you could target that specifically? Just think about that. So you have to understand, you want to put it in front of the people who are interested in what you have. That's just basic marketing 101. All right? The best way to do that is create your wish list. Sit down, take a pad and paper, and think about it for a little bit. Just think, who is it that would be most apt to buy what I have? What do you want to sell? That's the biggest thing. Figure out what is it you want to sell and then who is more apt to get it. This will help you when setting up an ad to really target those people. And what are your prospects' interests, their desires, and their concerns? And you should spell all of this out on a piece of paper. And it can take you a little bit. Sit down for 15, 20 minutes and just brainstorm it a little bit and be clear on who it is that would be best suited. And how does your product fix their concerns, their desires, their concerns, their problems? How does it fix it? If you're clear on this, I'm telling you, you'll see massive results. So here's the difference. One of the things that you need when you do video ads, you cannot do video ads on a profile. You have to have a business page. Without a business page, you can't do this. Okay, so you have to have a fan page, and that's very, very important. You want to make sure that you take a little time and fill out your fan page. This is my fan page. You can see, I have a nice header in there. It brands me. People get to see my face. They get familiar with who I am. But you want to make sure you take the time to fill that out completely. All right, very important. Take that time. Some people don't do that, and you'll get murky results because of it. All right, and you can see if you look at my fan page there, that picture it says free leads. That's another little thing. I have a little tab there that has like an internal capture page. Just little things that you should do to really get that page looking sharp, and you'll get maximum results if you do that. All right. You want to post content and status updates to help keep your fans engaged. And this is important. You should always be posting, these ads. It makes the difference in posting content, pictures, status updates, and you want them to literally engage your fans. And one of the coolest things that I found that really engages the people on my page, especially with my particular market of home business, people love powerful quotes. They just love them. I mean, and you want to know what I do? I literally go to Google Images, and I just do a search in Google Images for powerful quotes, and I pull up all kinds of powerful quotes. And you know what? They're just images. I can share them on my page. I can share anybody's content I want on my page. And I just grab that image and I go post it on my page. And I do that. I'm telling you, I get shares like crazy on some of this stuff. I posted one, and 24 hours later, I had like 60 shares on it from my fans on my fan page. And if you're thinking, well, I have a page, but I don't have any fans, or nobody's liked my page yet, well, guess what? You can still do this. All you need to do is set up a profile. You don't have to have any likes on it. You can still run video ads, because it all comes down to targeting. But once you start building up that fan base, you definitely want to post regular status updates, even if you got 10 people that have liked your page, because it shows that you're active. And when you have people that view your videos, guess what? They will come back to your page and check out who you are. It happens to me all the time. So let's talk about creating the video. So creating the video is super key here, obviously, and congruency is a big deal. And let me share with you about congruency here. So congruency is essentially, you want your message in your video to be very clear, but very non-pitchy, but you want it to also work into and move toward actually pre-selling them on the product itself, or whatever it is that you're promoting, or your free giveaway. Okay, so you get on there, you share something of value, and what you're doing is, once you kind of get toward the end of your video, and I just want to warn you, don't worry about being perfect in your videos. Okay, I'm telling you, I do video ads and I do zero editing. I just keep it so easy and simple, and I'm telling you, people are drawn to it. They really are. People are. They like real. They like real. Okay? But congruency literally is, you want your message to be very clear, and you want it to be consistent throughout your entire process. So I will share something in my video, but I bring it around and I tie it in with what my free offer is on my capture page. Now, and I'll get to this in just a second, but intro with a question. Okay? when I do a video, here's what I do. I usually always start my videos this way. I say, hey, how's it going? This is Mark Harbert from markharbert.com, and I'm so excited that you're here on this video because I want to ask you a question. Do you struggle getting leads for your business? Are you struggling getting traffic? Do you just want more people to reach out to you rather than you having to chase them? Well, if you are, then stick around because I've got something incredibly exciting in this video I want to share with you. You see, so right there, I'm just asking them some very simple questions. And what those questions do is they actually stimulate thought in the head of the person, in the mind of the person. It gets them thinking, well, yeah, I am struggling. See, because I'm congruent with the audience that I'm targeting. See, when I target people that I want to work with in home business, I know they're struggling. I have never met a home business owner, whether it be affiliate marketing, direct sales, MLM, whatever it is you promote, I have never met a home business owner that has not had a lead generation problem. The large majority of people. So I know that when I speak directly to that, and this is just my example, same thing can work if you're selling insurance. It can work if you're selling steaks online. It can work if you have a florist shop. It's the same question. It's the same process. You can use it with anything you choose. So intro with a question, that really stimulates the thought and gets them immediately curious about what you're talking about. So next is the content of the video. And I've even used this in YouTube marketing. I use the very same process with pretty much all my marketing. But content is basically kind of the meat of the video. So if I say, are you struggling getting leads, then I'm going to give them a little piece of the pie inside the content. So I'm going to give them a little tip that can be beneficial to them, but I'm going to do it in a way that creates what we call open loops. And if you don't know what an open loop is, essentially all an open loop is where you say something and you're essentially saying something without giving them the answer. You're kind of asking a question or insinuating something without actually giving them the answer. When you give them, you don't want to give them the answer. Essentially what you want to do is just dangle the carrot. That's really what marketing is. It's about dangling the carrot. Okay? So you want to create that open loop because us human beings, what we want to do is we actually want to close loops. Like our mind, when a question or a curiosity has been piqued in our head, our immediate response is we want to try and close that loop. That's just, we do it subconsciously. So by creating open loops in your content, you're pulling them along a process of wanting to find out what the answer is. So you want to keep that in mind when you create your video, and it's very simple to do. The more you do it, the better you get. And then you want to have a call to action. And all of this, intro with a question, content, content, and then call to action, literally should happen in about a 2 to 3 minute time frame. Okay, you want to maybe even 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere in that range. You want to keep it fairly simple, but I'm breaking it down for you. But ultimately, you want to keep the video within a certain time frame. I would not go over 5 minutes, and that's even pushing it. But really, confidence is the key when you're doing a video. You want to have confidence in the way you speak. You don't want to be talking like, "Hey, how's it going? This is Mark. I'm really excited that you're here on this video." You see what I mean? People don't really jive with that. People want to be around somebody that's excited, that they know the direction they're going. So, don't be fake about it, but be genuine enough to just have some genuine excitement. Don't turn into Mr. Sales Guy or Mr. Saleswoman on the video. Just share some cool, valuable stuff and have a call to action at the end that points them to your website. Now, if you don't have a website, if you remember, I told you I have a little trick for you. If you're promoting something and you don't mind networking and getting with people, which I highly recommend, you want to make more sales, be more available, and help answer questions and connect with people. A call to action is simply, if you don't even have a website, what I've taught my students how to do this, and man, I got people getting messages like crazy on this. And here's what they do. They create their video, intro with a question, they do the content, and at the end, you know what they say? You know what? I'm a real person. I would love to connect with you. Don't be afraid to send me a message here on Facebook. I'd love to answer any questions you have, and I'd love to connect with you. So go ahead and send me a message, and I'll get back with you soon. It's really that easy. you want people reaching out to you. Maybe you've heard the term attraction marketing before. You want attraction marketing? Do that. You'll get people reaching out to you, and you'll start getting an inbox full of messages. I just had one yesterday. I was running a Facebook ad. I had a link to my website, but at the end, I even doubled up on it, and I said, click the link in the description. Click the link in the description of this video and enter in your information, or reach out to me here on Facebook. I'd love to connect with you. And so I get messages all the time when I throw that in there because people like to connect. They like that connection. So you can throw that in there, and it's really key. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you the basic way to get a video ad up and online. So Eric, Paul, you guys digging this so far? We doing good, man?
Hey, man, we are rocking and rolling, man. Having a great time.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. So cool. So let me I'm going to blow this up just a little bit so you guys can see this. All right. So basically on your fan page. Now remember what I said. You got to have a fan page for this. And the simple way to do it is just go over here and create where is it? Create a page right here. So that's all you need to do is create a page and just go through, take the time and set it up. Okay, once you have it set up, literally posting your first video ad is as simple as a status update. There's really no like huge magic to this, at least this part of it. You can certainly get a lot more detail to it, but I'm just showing you the fastest way to get an ad up and going. Okay, so you just come in here, and what you can do, one of the things that I like to do is I like to put my website first. So I will usually just put my website in here, okay, like this, and then maybe on the very next line, so let me clear this out here. All right, so then I'll put something like, now this is just me and what I would put, if you're in a different market or a different niche, keep that in mind. But so I would ask a question, struggling to get leads. All right, let me. One of the things you guys will know is that I'm incredibly bad at spelling, man. It is not my strong point. It's pretty amazing. Just goes to show you don't have to have an academic degree in this thing to make it work, guys. So struggling. Thank God for spell check. Let's put it that way. Struggling to get leads. Need more prospects. Whoops. In your business. All right, and you can just go on to say something like this: free presentation reveals the formula of what all top producers use in their business. All right, so I'm just, I'm just giving you a little quick example. Okay, so you do that, and then essentially all you do is go here or right here to click Add Video. So now that you do this, so what you want to do is you upload a video, and you just go and find out wherever your video is. And I have a whole bunch of videos here on my thing, so let's go ahead and say this. Now I'll just put this one here, and it's going to upload it. All right. So this is a video, and then what I will do is, you don't really have to fill all this out. You can, but I just like to leave it, and then what you can do is go like this because it'll add it to it for you. Now if you want to put a call to action button on it, you certainly can. So if you want to go here, you can put sign up, and then you can add in your URL. So let's go ahead and put this here. All right. And if you want to add a headline on it, you certainly can as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave this. But this is kind of, this isn't necessarily for the ad itself. This just puts it in your video index, so to speak. Okay. So once this is put up there, what you can do is, let's go ahead and just publish this. Okay. So it's going to start doing it here. You can see it's uploading it right now. All right. And believe it or not, this right here that you're seeing right here is actually kind of new. Facebook just probably did this in the last day or so. So, I mean, really, this is this whole little process here. But so anyway, you upload this video, and you can see here that it didn't add my my text here. So let's go ahead and put that back in. Okay. All right, let's make sure we fix our spelling errors here. And then basically that's what you do. You just post it. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I don't want this on my page. I've already posted this once. But it's really as simple as that, guys. Then you just click done editing. Your video is up and it's ready to go. Now there's a couple things that you can do. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and delete this real quick. And might still be processing here. Let me see. That's all right. I'll just leave it. So, okay. So what you do is once you have this, there's two options that you have. You can go here and you can boost a post. Now, if you don't have any fans on your fan page, that's okay because look what the options are here. You have people who like your page, people who like your page and their friends, or people you choose through targeting. If you choose this, guess what? What you can do is you can create a new audience, and you can create any audience you choose, and you can name it whatever you want. So, let's say I want to target somebody. Let's say this is a weight loss ad or somebody I'm targeting in a weight loss niche. I can put Jenny Craig, okay? And I can choose my country, dates, or ages, men or women, who it is, and then you can add in your interests. Now, personally, it says add 4 to 10 interests. I do not like doing that. Okay, I like to target one interest at a time, and it's because I like to know which interest performs better. And if I add 4 to 10 in there, I'm not going to know which ones perform better. This is the simplified way of doing a video ad and getting it up and online fast. So if I do that, then I can just do Jenny Craig. Look at that. All right. And then I can click Save and click Boost. Okay, and I can choose my ad spend here, and it'll give you a little bit of an idea. So if I say let's say $100, okay. Sometimes it'll give you seems like right now it's not, but it'll give you usually an idea of how many people will potentially see your ad. So if you have fans. So something right now is not working in Facebook, but normally it'll show right here your estimated reach, and then you can choose the days and whatnot. And if you have a conversion pixel installed, which I'm not going to get entirely into that, you can enter that, and then pretty much after that you just click Boost. And I'm going to cancel this here though, and then what'll happen is then they will, it'll go through the process of, getting approved. Once they approve it. It will, it'll go out and you'll be set. So let's go ahead and let me just delete this real quick. I'm just going to delete it because I don't want that on there. I've already posted it. But the other option is, and one of the other options that you can do is you can go in here to your ad manager, and you can also create an ad this way. All right, create ads. And what you can do is you can just do the boost posts here. And now I deleted that on my page, so I can just choose this and then grab another video on there, and I'll show you. So let's see, and here's a video I have. I did a video here, and you click continue. Now this is a little different. There's a couple options here, and most people would say, well, why don't you use the get videos views? And there's a couple reasons I don't like the get videos view, unless they recently changed it, which Facebook is always changing. And with the Get Videos view, you can't put in a description on the video. I like to have my link in the description so that they can click it anytime they choose. If it's not, then they have to wait to the very end of the video to get to your link, and that may never happen. So I like to go boost your post, and then you just go continue, and you can walk through the ad setting up process, which is very similar to how you did it on the page itself. You just walk through, shows you, and then you go from there. It gives you ad preview. We'll let it preview here for a second. Come on, Facebook. Looks like they're dogging a little bit today. But anyway, the ad will show up right here, and it'll give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Now, personally, yeah, there you go. So when I set up ads, I like to be very, very specific. Like some people, you have desktop, mobile news feed, and desktop right column. I personally, I like to ditch the right column, and I ditch the mobile news feed, and I'll do just the desktop. And then I'll copy and make another ad with just the mobile news feed, and then I'll do it again and maybe do it on the right side. I like to break it up, because if I can break it up, I can see which ones perform better. If I just do them all together, then it's hard to find out which one performs better. And it kind of gets all lumped in, and as a matter of fact, when you don't do that, you'll end up paying more for ads than if you were to just break it up and make separate ads for it. All right, so keep that in mind. And I know I'm going kind of fast here, guys, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of content, and I can only give you so much in time on a webinar here. But you can see the real power of this and how this can really do some amazing things for you in your business if you really just get out there and put this to practice. Okay. And again, it just comes down to you choose your interest, behaviors. You got all these targeting options that you can do. So let's go ahead. That is how you post a video ad, guys. That's the simplistic way to do it. There are some more advanced ways that you can do it. I don't have time to get into that tonight, but that is, I'll tell you right now, the majority of the time when I post a video ad, that is exactly what I do. I post it on my page, and I have an ad up in 5 minutes. And because again, I'm the type of entrepreneur, like, I really don't want to work. I love what I do, and I love getting out there and actually working, but man, I want to be lazy. This is what I got into this for, okay? I got into this business because I wanted to be lazy. And if I can be lazy, I will be lazy. That's what it's about. It's about that freedom, man, to go do what you want when you want. All right? So for me, that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to close out this here real quick. And let's go back to our slides here. All right. Where is it? There we go. All right. So, Eric and Paul, if you guys can just kind of gauge people, is everybody getting some value from this? I'd love to know, just a little feedback, if people are enjoying this.
Got a few comments in the chat, Mark, and yeah, it's going down really well. I mean, I'm making notes as well, and I've been through your training, so
awesome.
So
awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Awesome. Very, very good. And that's ultimately what it's about, guys. I mean, my goal is that you actually take something out of this tonight, and you can go put it into practice, and really start to get some results. And what I want to do is move into real quick here, guys, and I just want to say that, I'm not 100% sure why you guys are here on this webinar. Honestly, maybe you enjoy free training. Maybe it's because you love learning and you're a constant student like me. I mean, I'm a constant student, man. I'm always investing in my education. It's amazing. Just a few days ago, I bought a $2,000 course to go through and start learning some new strategies, and I'm stoked about it. And you know what? Maybe you want to create an inspiring life that helps others. Whatever it is that you want to do. I don't think I've ever met a home business owner that didn't say that I just want to help people. And that's why, because a lot of us that get into this industry, we've got that heart. We got that heart to actually go out there and make a difference. And that's why you're here. That's why you do what you do. For me, it's inspiring. But here's the deal. Seeing all of you on this webinar, there's a lot of potential here, and there's a lot of possibility. And I believe each of you have something in you. You just need a way. You need to find the best way to get it out of you. I know for me, struggling for many, many years, there were a lot of struggles that I went through, and my goal is to just do the best I can to teach people how to do that as themselves. And what really made the difference for me was investing in myself and my skills. And I believe that that's the best way that you can do that as well. So if you're ready to take this type of video ad training to the next level, then I invite you to stick around here, because I'm going to share something with you that honestly I have never done this in front of. This is the first time I'm going to offer what I'm about to offer you in such a package form, because honestly what I'm offering here is well, let's just dig into it. I'm going to show you. So if doing Facebook marketing is something that you really want to, dive into, then you're going to like this, okay? So I put together a course called Video Ad Playbook, and it's all based on this strategy of video ads. And essentially what I did, here's what I did with this course. It was a live course, and I recorded it live, but what I did was I took 53 students, okay, and they came in and they were kind of like my beta group. Okay, and what I did is I worked with these guys specifically and showed them my entire strategy. Now, what I just showed you tonight is really just scratching the surface for what you can do with video ads on Facebook. And so I took these 53 people, and the results that people are getting through this are nothing short of amazing. And I don't want you to, really believe my word for it. I can sit up here and blow smoke all night long, and you don't care about that. What you want is proof, and to see it. So what I did was I have a bunch of my students, and they posted these things on Facebook showing their results with what I taught in this course, what I taught them exactly how to do what I do. And you can see here is my buddy Clive Jeffrey. And he wrote, "Hey, Mark Harbert, check this out. My leads are starting to flow in since I set up my first Facebook video ad. Thanks so much for putting out this awesome information. I really appreciate it." And you can see, Clive was like one lead. And then all of a sudden, when he took what I was teaching, it just went off. He started, increasing his lead flow every single day, and this is proof of it. So here's another one. Jan, she said, "I put my ad up last night and I already have 7 leads in my MLSP back office. This stuff works. Thanks, Mark. Before you, all my ads were not getting approved. It feels really good to get somewhere." So 7 leads. So she put it up last night and kind of woke up in the morning and she had 7 leads that already came in. And this is, mind you, Jan was not like, it's not like she was generating leads beforehand. Okay? She wasn't. So it's pretty cool to see. Here's another one from her, and you can see she posted this 55 minutes later, and she said, "And I might add that one of the people who opted in sent me a private Facebook message with a question. Remember what I told you about that? If you don't even have a website, you just say that at the end. Hey, reach out to me here on Facebook. I'd love to connect with you." Look at this. She says it right here. She got a private message from people, and that strategy works very, very much. Okay, and hopefully he'll be my first mastery student. Gotta love that. So pretty awesome there. Here's another one, Rod Davison. He said, "Hey everyone, I put up my video ad during tonight's training and already got a lead coming in. How cool is that? Who else has gotten results already?" If you look at the time on this, it's 9:54, and I was doing that webinar that night at 9 o'clock. So he put up his ad during the training, and he had a lead by that time at 9:54. How cool is that? That's how fast this works if you really, get out there and rock it and work the strategy. So here's some more of my students that have done this. Woohoo, Lillian Green, 4 leads yesterday on my ad. This really works. I love it. Tracy Rose just put up a video ad. $1 leads with phone numbers. Yeehaw. Now what's cool about Tracy is she does does like birthing classes. So she uses this in her birthing classes as well, that she does private birthing classes. So she generates leads on Facebook for her birthing business. She has a totally other business outside of her home business as well, so pretty cool. Mary Briggs, she put, "Yes, so far just over 12 hours, 4 leads on my first Facebook video ad. Woody woot, thanks Mark, jiggity jig." You can see that's like some excitement brewing there out of Mary. Never heard those words before, but hey, it works. So Clive, another one from Live, says, "Hey Mark Harbert, check this out. When I started with MLSP a few months back, and MLSP is it's just an affiliate program. A few months ago, I dreamed of seeing my name here. I love Video Ad Playbook. Thank you for putting out this course. And you can see he was on the leaderboards for the first time in this program. So let me just dive in here. I'm going to tell you what Video Ad Playbook's about. Essentially, it's 8 modules of pure training on how to leverage Facebook video ads for more traffic, leads, and sales. And here's basically what the course is. In Module 1, and I take you through the whole entire process. And basically what we do is we dive deep into the spirit of Facebook, okay? And when I say the spirit of Facebook, you've got to understand that Facebook is a very powerful medium, but used in the wrong way, it's not going to work for you. You have to understand the spirit of it, and when you do, and I spend some time on this, and I really dive in and give you a lot of background as well, so that you get how to use it. I'm a big believer that you got to understand the reasons why you're doing it so that you can maximize the results. Because a lot of people, they're just going out putting in this action, but they don't really understand why they're doing it, and they get murky results because of it. In the first module, I really dive into that. I show you how to focus in like a sniper on your perfect target. We talked about that some tonight, but I even go much deeper in Module 1 of the Video Ad Playbook. So how to know exactly each time you place an ad that you are targeting the people that fit your offer. Again, we go much deeper than I did even tonight into that. And so pretty powerful stuff. What I share in Module 1, really, each module is a course in and of itself. I mean, I really, really dig deep into some of the things of Facebook. Okay, so Module 2 is how to set up and optimize your fan page. And you will learn how to maximize traffic to your fan page and catch what I call residual leads. You know, I talked to you a little bit about that tab on my fan page. You would be surprised how many leads actually come through that tab. Just people that check out my fan page and they come over there. I actually show you what to do, how to set that up, and you know what's some of the best ways to do that. But people just come to my fan page, they look at that, and they go there and they opt in. I get leads again all the time from that. So what to use on your page that most do not, which is why they lose leads and sales. How you need to position yourself on your fan page so you look like an authority immediately. So I really go into and show you how to set it up in detail. Yeah, you can go out there and kind of just take your time yourself, but I tell you there's a few main elements that you want to consider when you are positioning yourself on your fan page. It makes all the difference. All right, and it's $197 value in that as well. So Module 3, we talk about basically how to craft your sales funnel. You know, I give you a really, really good overview because here's the thing. You're on Facebook. You're going to be spending some money on ads. I'm going to show you how to get it back too, and that's what we handle in this Module 3. I show you exactly how to set up your funnel so you can, with certainty, know you'll get sales on autopilot. I reveal the best way to set up your email series to maximize conversion so you get paid, and the different types of sales funnels you can use that virtually guarantee it will convert if you use them. So I really go into this, and there's different pieces of the puzzle that you want to understand. It's putting up a video ad is so powerful, but when you understand the underlying things to it that really make it click, when it comes to having a good sales funnel in place, you really want to have that, and I go into that in this Module 3. All right, again, easily $197 just for that. Pretty amazing. So in Module 4, how to create your video and post your video ad, I go into even more depth than what I showed you here tonight, and I really spend some good time really going into the creation of your video. It's just that's the focus of that training. And so you're going to get my #1 video script that's gotten me leads at will with video ads. I have one that I use and I've generated thousands of leads with. I mean, what's cool about this is if you get a video and you find one that really converts, guess what happens? You can use that video over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You could potentially just keep using that same video over and over and over. You don't even have to create new ones. You could use that one over and over and over again. You just change up the interest every once in a while for who it's targeting. It's just you just keep playing around with it. And then when you're done with that, you can circle back around and hit the same ones again. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do with this stuff, and it really makes a big difference. So you get all my resources for creating videos that convert every time like clockwork. You get immediate access to all my best converting ad swipe copy. All you need to do is swipe and post. Literally, you can take. I took one of my ads, and I had my copywriter. He actually took my best ad and he wrote it. He rewrote it like 6 or 7 different times to in different ways of saying it. So you can actually take it and you can swipe it and even change it up a little bit. So it's one of the cool things that I did to give people, you know, that footing right away. So definitely another $197 in that module. How to use Audience Insights and the Power Editor. Remember I told you there's some advanced things that you can do? Well, that's what I dive into here. Audience Insights is incredibly powerful. This is one of those modules that people were just flipping out over because they didn't know that you could get this detailed when it came to targeting. And I'm going to show you how to use that. And of course the Power Editor as well. The Power Editor is another option for you if you want to, you know, get a little bit more detailed. But it's an amazing tool to create custom audiences to target your perfect prospects. How to target buyers. You know, you can actually target people on Facebook that have proven that they spend money online. Seriously. This way, I mean, you can literally target people that have only proven that they've bought stuff. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And you can do that, you know, you can really just, you know, target the perfect people. And how to use the advanced Power Editor tools to manage and post perfect video ad each and every time. $197 value easily again. Module 6 is retargeting and advanced retargeting. I give you a very strong foundation for retargeting. You'll definitely understand it when you go through this. You'll be able to build a custom audience of people who don't opt in, so you can ethically pretty much follow them around until they do. I mean, I'm telling you, one of the key things to being successful on the internet is building a brand. And when you build that brand and people see your face continually, they're going to eventually take notice. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here in Module 6. You know, there's just so many cool things here. This was one of my secrets to getting 23-cent leads on some of my campaigns. 23-cent leads. Do you realize how inexpensive that is? And it's due to retargeting. So very, very powerful. And when you really get it down, you'll love it. So definitely $197 value there as well. These are all, like, you could take each one of these modules and make it in a course in and of itself. Seriously. So how to further convert leads. I talk about lead conversion in this. See, so this essentially is not even just a video ad course. It's also a course about marketing. I mean, I literally take you all the way from the very beginning all the way to the end of actually converting leads. And I show you my daily and weekly routine that I use to convert leads into whatever I promote, and the simple steps that you can take to build authority, get more sales, and create an engaged fan base. Another $197 value there. Module 8, and so what I do in Module 8 is I give you a global view of everything that I went through in the course. I pull it all together for you. I literally give you an A to Z review of all the key concepts that will allow you to run with this strategy and totally dominate it. Okay, and you get access to a quick list of all my other resources throughout the course. And I really give that to you. This is really, I've spent thousands of dollars on tools, training, things like that to narrow it down to what really works. I spent a lot of time putting this together, and it's very powerful. So the real world value on this course alone is $2,378, okay? But here's the deal. You're not going to pay that here. Your risk-free investment is only $497 or 2 easy payments of $277 each. But here's the deal. I really want to hook you guys up, and I'm not going to make you pay $497 for this course, okay? If you get it today, you can pick it up for $297, or you can get it for 2 payments of $177 each, okay? You can get it by going to therealpaulhunter.com/video-ad-playbook. Now, here's the cool thing. I want to show you. Just stick with me for a second. I have something really amazing I want to show you here in just a second, okay? So you got to stick around. But here's the deal. In 2014, I spent over $10,000 on my training and education. This is a shot from my bookkeeper. Okay, in 2014, okay, I should have checked it before I came here, but in 2014 I spent over $10,000. In 2015, I will have spent probably over $40,000 on coaching, training, courses, all kinds of stuff that I use to further my education so that I can be the best dang marketer on the planet. That is my goal. So I invest heavily in myself. So I would never ask you to do something I don't do myself, because I truly believe that the best thing you can do is invest in your skills. It's like going to college. Why do people go to college? They go to college because they want to learn a skill and go out and hopefully get a good job. And they'll go and spend all that money on college and have a difficult time getting a job. So it's the same thing. I look at it as tuition. All right. So, but here's the deal. What if I can make this offer even like more incredible for you? So I want you to stick around, because I think personally what I'm about to show you is the absolute best dang offer I have ever given in my entire career. Okay. It's just because I am all about helping people here, and I really want to get this information in your hands. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through a whole list of bonuses for you here that I'm going to give you in addition to this, and I really think you're going to like it. All right. Number one, we do have a Facebook group for the course. So anytime you find that you need some help, you just go to that Facebook group, you post in it, tag me, and I will usually come over and answer questions for you. So I'm on Facebook every day. I do my best to always answer my students' questions if they have them. So you've got that. You got access to that. Bonus number two, I did a series of interviews with various online leaders in our space. This is 6+ hours of training, video interviews, and the audios. Now, I put a $3,000 value on this because some of the people that I interviewed on here literally charge $1,000, $1,500 per hour of consulting if people want to hire them. Why do I know this? Because I've hired them in the past. There's been people that I've interviewed that I actually hired and paid $1,000 for an hour of their time. So I put this on a high value because ultimately, you know, when you have somebody that's making 7 figures and you want to find out what they're doing, their time is not cheap, you know, but it's that little piece of nugget and knowledge they can give you that can make all the difference. And I've got some really cool interviews in there that you're going to love. And I give you the audios to them as well, so you can literally download them, put them on your phone, take them with you, listen to them on the go, whatever you're doing. So bonus number 3, I give you the audio files of each module. So even in the modules, I give you all the audio files. You just download them, slap them on your phone, and while you're exercising in the morning, you can be listening to some training. And pretty powerful stuff. Bonus number 4, I call this the Ultimate Video Ad Checklist. And this is a PDF where you can download it, and it really takes the guesswork out of the strategy. You know, it's printed off, just follow the directions and check it off as you go. Okay, that's a bonus. Here's my next bonus. Bonus number 5, the Ultimate Fan Page Checklist. And this is the simple step-by-step checklist, and it makes it drop dead simple to set up your fan page properly. So not only do I give you the training, but I give you a checklist so you can just say, hey, man, you know what? Okay, do this, do that, check, did this, check, 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 and it walks you through the process. And it just makes it a lot easier for you. Takes a lot of the thought out of the process. You know, my goal is to make it as easy as possible. So this is a question I get all the time. Mark, when you're doing video, what kind of equipment do I need to create videos? The Video Equipment Budget Guide for Newbies. Okay, you never have to wonder what equipment to buy. I got it covered for you, so you don't waste your time researching. I have been a video marketer for years, so I have literally I've just, you know, I know what works, and you'd be surprised. I just stick with the simplicity. I stick with the simple. Okay, I don't, you know, go into. I just show you what you need, and not, you know, I've seen people spend thousands of dollars on video equipment, and they end up getting nothing done in the end, and they waste a lot of money doing it. So here's bonus number 7. Now, when I originally launched this course, I did an accountability intensive for the people that got this course, and I recorded all of it, and I'm going to throw this in as a bonus. Now, this was a $497 value. People paid to be a part of this, and I'm throwing this in as a bonus. It's 5 webinars and 24 audios. Okay, 24 audios. We did 5 webinars, and we did a daily call, and you're going to get all those audios. You can download them, put them on your phone. This is high quality stuff, guys, that you're going to get access to, and it really is going to make a difference for you. So, all right, so here's where it gets really exciting, okay? As if I wasn't giving you enough already, I'm giving you like the best package I've ever done. Now, I did another course on Facebook called Audience Building Secrets, and this is why Video Ad Playbook and Audience Building Secrets go hand in hand. Number one, it's a Facebook product, and what I did was this was all about building an audience, and it was very niche specific, but it was all about, and you can apply this in any niche that you want, but what I did was it was based on taking your fan page, building up your audience on your fan page, how to build a raving fan base that's very locked into what you're doing. And I did this over 4 sessions in this course. This is over 8 hours of training, and it's all about how to build an audience. So not only do I show you how to get leads with video ads, I show you how to build an audience with this course, and an audience is where it's at today. If you want to have a super engaged audience in what you're doing that literally will buy whatever it is that you recommend, I'm telling you, this course will help you do that. This is a whole separate course than Video Ad Playbook, but I'm throwing it in for you, okay, as a bonus. Now here's the deal. With this, when you build a thriving audience, and I'm telling you, I've done this over and over, if you are out there and say you find a product, okay, that you find is valuable, when you have an engaged audience with you and what you do, you can send out an email and get sales like crazy. Let me give you an example. Recently, I have a very engaged audience because I've done exactly what I show you here in Audience Building Secrets, but I have a very engaged audience. So here's what happened. I found a tool on JVZoo, and so I bought this tool, and it's a piece of software, and I'm like, this software freaking rocks. My students would absolutely love this software. So I reached the developer. I'm like, hey, you know what, man? Can you hook my people up? And he's like, sure, let's do it. So we did a private promo. Guys, I did 3 emails to my list. And you know how many sales I got out of 3 emails? It took me about maybe 10, 15 minutes each to write. So I spent about maybe 40 minutes writing these 3 emails. I got over 150 sales. I didn't run one Facebook ad. All I did was email my list, and I got over 150 sales on this piece of software. So I made over several $1,000s because I focused on building an audience prior to this. Sale, the work I did prior is what got my audience engaged, and that's what I teach you. So this is a whole nother course, and I charge $297 for this normally, and I'm throwing it in as a bonus. Now, this is cool too. Guys, I'm giving you a lot here, okay? I'm just going to be real. So when I did Audience Building Secrets, okay, I did a separate mastermind with this course, okay? I did with my students, and then I had a mastermind where I opened it up to 10 people that wanted to be a part of the mastermind, and it was all about implementation. So what I did was I would meet with these guys twice a week for 4 weeks, and I recorded all the sessions. So I'm going to give you all of the sessions, so 8 recorded sessions plus the audios, and this was all about implementing the Audience Building Secrets. So you actually get to see me coaching the people that went through the Audience Building Secrets course. You get to see me coaching them as a group on how to implement. So I'm throwing that in as a bonus too. Now, here's one more. I'm going to make this so ridiculous that you can't even pass it up, all right? Bonus number 10 is my 30-day lead blitz. Now, I have a coaching program that I do, and I had 4 students go through this. I call it my 30-day lead blitz program. Each one of these guys paid me a lot of money to be a part of this. Okay, I'm talking a lot of money. So what I did is I recorded every single one-on-one session. This is 4 students. Each of them I recorded every session we did, and I put it into a course. So literally what this course is me coaching one student at a time and walking them through the process of how to get their first 25 leads per day in less than 30 days on Facebook. So this right here will show you, and it's in a live coaching environment. Literally, I connect with them, share the screen. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Where are we at today? What are we doing? And I just walk them through that process, and you get to kind of spy on my coaching sessions. But 4 students, I recorded every single session with all 4 of these students. There was probably about 8 to 10 sessions per student. You get all of it. They were about 15, 20 minutes each, the sessions. But it's just me walking them through the entire process from beginning to end on getting 25 leads a day on Facebook. Every one of the students all did it under the 30 days, and 3 of them did it in 14 days. So what I teach in this works. You're going to watch me coach other people. So this is another course that I'm throwing in as a bonus when you pick up the Video Ad Playbook. You're going to get all of this. And basically, this is everything. I'm calling it the Facebook Marketing Mastery Pack. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to do this offer forever. I'm really not. I wanted to do something special for Eric and Paul. And, this is a lot of my material. This is like me really digging deep on Facebook. And this is, if you want to see what at times we all want that personal help. Well, if you can't afford a coach, the next best thing is to go in there and check out me and spy on my coaching sessions. And that's exactly what you get with the 30-day lead blitz. So guys, this is pretty powerful stuff, and this is a lot in this package. So basically, I just want to recap it real quick so you're familiar with what we're doing. So you get the Video Ad Playbook, all 8 modules. Value is $2,378. You get the audio version of the Video Ad Playbook for $497 in value. The Video Ad Playbook and the Q&A sessions plus the audios for $497. The exclusive leader interviews and the audios easily worth about $3,000. Some of these guys are the top marketers out there. The Ultimate Video Ad Checklist for $97. The Ultimate Fan Page Checklist for $97. The Video Equipment Guide for Newbies, $97 value. The Audience Building Secrets video course plus the audios, you get that as well, $297 value. That's the ticket that's what I charge for that course. And the 30-day lead blitz course plus the audios. Now, if I was to sell this course separately, I would easily do it for $497. Each one of these students, I want to put this in perspective for you. Each one of these students that went through my 30-day lead blitz, which I recorded, paid me upwards of $3,000 to be a part of it. So you get to literally listen in on a month's worth of coaching for that they paid $3,000 to be a part of, and you get it as a bonus. All right. So, and you get the Facebook group lifetime access to that. The total value of all of this, okay, is $8,453, okay, in all of this. Now, again, I wanted to put this together and just make it the most freaking awesome course package I've ever put together, and that's why I call it the Facebook Marketing Mastery Pack. And you get all of it for $297, and or 2 payments of $177 each. This is by far the best package I've ever put together. I've literally, man, if I could even begin to tell you the time and effort that I've spent learning this, and I just break it all down for you in this course. And here's the thing that I wanna take away any apprehension that you have. Try it out. Try me out. And if you're not sure that you want to take the journey to the next level, you just test me out for 30 days. 30 days. I have a 30-day return, guarantee. You can grab the Facebook Marketing Mastery Pack with all the bonuses. And if you're not blown away, just simply ask for your money back. Really, it's that simple. All you got to do is send an email to support@markharbert.com. My business manager, Robin, is there, and he'll refund your money, no questions asked. All right? But I know for a fact that you will be hard-pressed to find a value package like this on Facebook marketing. I just don't believe it's out there. And that's why any of my students, you can ask any of my students, if there's one thing I am committed to, it is bringing value out the wazoo to my students. I want to give them the absolute most for their money, because when somebody invests their money with me in my training, better be dang sure I am going to make sure that you get your money's worth. It's kind of like going to a buffet. You know, you go to a buffet and you're like, man, I got to eat 14 plates if I'm going to get my money's worth. That's kind of the way I look at it. You know, I want to just overwhelm you so much with so much value that you're just like, man, this is like the best money I ever have spent in my entire life. And that's what I absolutely intend to do with this. And so take the, jump on it for sure. You can get to it by going to therealpaulturner.com/video ad playbook. You can pick it up. It takes you straight into the cart. All you got to do is pick it up. You'll get an email with your login information, and you'll have instant access to all the courses right away. And you can start going through them here in the next 5 minutes if you want. So there you go. That's what we got, man. What do you guys think?
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, man. I love it. Hey, Paul, you may want to mute everyone. I'm getting a little feedback. Okay, you guys got me?
Yep, you're good, man.
All right, I'm getting feedback, but we're going to go ahead anyway. Hey, listen, guys, really quickly, and it's funny, Paul. There you go. Now I'm good. Now we got Mark. Okay, perfect. All right, hey, Mark, it's funny because I was just reading a message from a great friend of mine. I call her the Amazon Queen. Her name is Katie Ewan, and she said this is an insanely crazy, great webinar, and I thought I'd share that with you because she obviously sells physical products, and already her mind is just going through the roof and how she can apply this training. But real quick, guys, and I'm not going to be long-winded. You guys know me, and I can get long-winded, but I'm not going to be tonight. I'm going to be really, really quick because I know you guys want to go pick this up. Listen, there is a common theme here, guys, that you need to understand when it comes to creating success online or in a home business, okay? If you listen to certain things that went on during this webinar, the one thing that I tied into and that you should have is at one point Mark had $7 in his bank account, and now he's spending upwards of $40,000 on his own personal training, coaching, mentoring, and everything that he needs to do to continue to grow and expand his business. Just think about that for a minute. Just think about that over the span of just a few years, what he's been able to do and accomplish. But here's but before that, if you saw, he failed in 5 different companies. Why is that? What is the common theme? Well, at some point throughout your journey, you are going to realize the only way to break through and get to the next level is investing in yourself and learning how to market, right? We are 3 average dudes. I can promise you that. We're really 3 average dudes. Now, we do grind, we do work, but I'm just like Paul and Mark. We grind and we work so we can be lazy. We're all the same. Most marketers I meet, there are some that are crazy and nuts and run 20 marathons a year and all that sort of crazy stuff. You have those people. But most of us, we like to grind, but we like to do it so we can have our free time, okay? And here's the thing. At some point, you're going to have to make that decision, okay? Now, what I hear from all of you guys and what I have conversations day in and day out and day in and day out, Eric, I don't have your brand. I don't have Mark's brand. I don't have Paul's brand. I don't have a database. I don't have leads. All of these things that come from you guys on a regular basis. Well, guess what? Until you learn a strategy, until you learn something that can basically take care of that problem and solve that solution, it's never going to change, okay? We didn't have it either. So what you're looking at here, in my opinion, because I am probably 80% of my businesses and everything that I do stems from Facebook, what you have here is an opportunity to learn a skill that you can not only monetize whatever it is you're doing, but you can scale. That's the most
Hey Eric, are you there? We lost you. Mark, sorry, I've muted you, Mark. Can you hear Eric, or is it just me? Okay. I'm assuming that Eric is frozen for everybody else. So, Mark, do you want to unmute, and then we'll just wrap it up, I guess.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's gone. Okay.
Let me
So,
unshare my screen here.
yeah, I just want to say, anybody watching, I've been through Mark's course, and the thing I want you guys to sort of pick up on, and I think Mark's probably crazy for doing it and putting it all in that one course, but it is a complete. The sales funnel is there. That's complete. The conversion is there. There's a whole section on conversion, basically how to convert leads. I had my first video ad after going through the training, and there was a lot of training, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I've got a criticism, Mark, there's too much. And you have to kind of take it and chunk it down and take it step by step. Okay. But after going through it, I had my first video ad running literally in like 20 minutes. That was the first one. And it performed okay. The second one performed a lot better, and that only took me like 15 minutes. And what Mark is very good at teaching is, and he's just a very real, easy to understand style. He's really good at putting it across simply. Is the targeting thing is the main thing I took away, and I know for a fact my next ad will be better than the last one. And if it doesn't, I'll understand why, and I can scale up quickly. So, Mark, I just want to thank you for doing tonight's webinar. I know to get somebody like you to give up their time is awesome. And anybody watching that is dubious about picking it up, let me just say, I am literally getting leads, not clicks, for 30 cents a click, 30 cents a lead rather, 30 cents a lead, which is just amazing. I'm getting video views for as low as 1 cent per view, which again is, I'm a newbie at video ads. Yes, I've done marketing, but I'm a complete newbie at this, and it is just working like crazy. So, Mark, thanks a lot. DG,
Yeah,
you're back.
absolutely. We got Eric back.
Yeah, man. You
All
know,
right, great.
they know, man. They don't want to get long-winded, so they're like, man, let's just go ahead and cut him off because he's on a roll. But I'm pumped, man. Mark, hey, listen, Mark, I just want to thank you, Mark, man. I mean, for you putting this together. You know, we're definitely going to promote this. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for people at that sort of price point. I mean, it's ridiculous, and to be able to separate it into 2 payments, guys, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I know Mark. I've known him for a long time. I've watched his work on the internet. I know how much he puts into his business. I know how much value he gives for free. So if you can imagine what's in this course and what's available to you, I'm telling you, you will become a master at Facebook video ads. You'll become a master at finding and the right custom audience, the target audiences. And here's the thing, guys, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Trust me, when you become someone who can generate leads and you can create sales on demand, your brand will go through the roof. Everyone will want to get a piece of what you know, and everyone will look at you differently because you're able to go out and generate leads and create sales, which most people who are in this business are unable to do because they're not investing in themselves. They're not investing in learning a specific strategy or a couple of strategies. You saw Mark, he built an entire business, a 6-figure income with YouTube, right? Learn a specific strategy, and you know what? Sky's the limit. You cannot be held back because once you learn these skills, you can apply them to anything. You can literally print money anytime you like. Mark can literally create a video ad now, pick an affiliate product, pick another product, create his own product, do a joint venture partner with a product that's not even his. He can literally right now create a video ad, generate leads with that ad, and then be able to market to those leads and create commissions and create money going directly into his bank account for him and his family because he's taken the time to learn this skill set, this one skill to generate leads. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. I'm telling you, when you're empowered and you can do this, these guys will tell you it's addicting because now it becomes this game where it's like, not only what can I do and scale my business, but now how can I'm empowered? How many people can I help do the same thing? So, Mark, man, thanks a lot. I'm pumped.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to be pushing this. I'm going to be pushing this webinar out to everybody the next few days, and guys, get in and get it bought, and we can't wait to hear your success stories. So I'll leave it at that, guys.
Yeah, man. I just want to say thanks to you guys, and congrats for everybody that's picking up the course. And guys, I'm really passionate about helping people succeed. you know, there's something about making a lot of money, but what's really exciting about making a lot of money is actually helping other people do it too. And that's where the real, you know, excitement comes. It's always nice to fill your own bank account, but when you can help others do exactly what you did, it's even better. So, and that's what I'm passionate about. If you guys are ready for that, jump on board, get it. Don't wait, just do it. Make the decision, get on it. You're getting like collectively tens of thousands of dollars of my knowledge. And I mean, you know, for a very small price tag. So, I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Thanks for your time, guys. Thanks again for the invite, and anytime.
Take care, Mark.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Take
Have a
care,
great
Paul.
night.
Bye, guys.
Cheers, guys.